Standing this close, I can now see her arms clearly. Aww. Or I guess I should say, what's left of her arms. Hey guys, Kuderi Ghost here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Fallen Angel. So, yeah, I left you off on a cliffhanger, I'm sorry. Ku, if I tell you, do you promise not to tell anyone? Of course. This is strange, she's not pushing me away like she normally does. I know Natsuki isn't exactly the assertive girl she makes herself out to be, but to see her this vulnerable, to tell you the truth, I don't exactly have an ideal home situation. It's just me and my dad, but he hasn't been doing good at all. He goes in and out of jobs regularly, and with the little money he does make, he uses for himself. I'm speechless. I can't even seem to wrap my head around what she's saying. Are you saying? He doesn't have any money to give me for lunch, and at home he rarely ever makes food at all. I learned that I could find coins that people dropped under the vending machines. I don't know why I'm laughing at the coin thing. It just makes me think of Buff Suki. I don't know. I'm not thinking about this mod in particular. I'm just thinking about Buff Suki just bench pressing it. It's humiliating, but it's the only way I can afford to eat. I'm drowned by the flood of realization. Everything about her makes sense now. Her small size and defensive nature, it's all because of her dad. I do my best to cheer her up. Natsuki, why don't you come back to the club? Is Monica there? Well, yeah, but then no thanks. I'm just gonna stay here for a while. I'd rather be alone than at home. I want to help her, but I don't know how. I whisper to myself. First Yuri and now you? Natsuki hears me nonetheless. What happened to Yuri? Let's just say after yesterday, I feel as though Yuri might need my help. Well, I might be able to help you. Really? How? She lives just down the road from me. Can you show me where? Why, so you can stalk her? Natsuki, I'm serious. For her safety, I need to know where she is. Okay, fine. But if I hear you did anything to her... Yeah, I know. Can we please go? Natsuki leads me out of the school. As I walk beside her, I can't help but feel uneasy as to what she said about her father. But right now, Yuri needs my help. And as for Natsuki and Sayuri, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Just don't hang out with them. Sane. Natsuki stops and points to a house. There it is. Thanks, Natsuki. Whatever, just keep this day between me and you, okay? She walks off and is eventually out of sight. I make my way to the front door. Here I go. I press against the doorbell. No answer. I knock loudly on the door. Yuri, it's me, Ku. I just want to talk to you. I look up into one of the upstairs windows. Inside, I can spot a purple figure peeking out from behind the curtains. Quickly, she jerks the curtains shut. Yuri, I know you're freaking here. Come on. Well, this is definitely the right house. How can I convince Yuri to let me in? Aha! I bang on the door once more. Yuri, I brought our book. I figured since you weren't at the club today, we could read it somewhere else. Within 30 seconds, I hear the sound of locks turning. I got her. Just kidding. I don't actually have the book. Yuri slowly opens the door, just enough to speak through it, but not enough for me to see inside. Ku, you shouldn't have come here. I know, but I couldn't help but be worried. Yuri, may I please come in? No. I'm a freak, Ku. You should leave. Yuri starts to close the door, but I shove my hand into the small threshold. She's a freak. Okay, I'm kidding. Yuri starts to close the door. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Yuri, but I'm coming in whether you want me to or not. This is definitely considerable as a break in this point, but I don't care. If Yuri hurt herself and I did nothing to stop it, I could never forgive myself. And I meant break in. I can sense Yuri backing away from the door. Thank you. Once I walk into the house, Yuri stands before me. If I hadn't known any better, I'd have thought she'd been kept in here for weeks. Standing this close, I can now see her arms clearly. Aww. Or I guess I should say, what's left of her arms. It's clear some of those cuts are fresh and had to be made recently. If I hadn't come, who knows what would have happened. Yuri, I'm sorry that you have to see me like this. I'm not really comfortable sharing this side with you. Then I won't make you share. I pull out the book of my bag. Eternal Isolation. How about we just sit down and read? In the short 2 days me and Yuri we're about to have a third through the book. We're already about a third through the book. Okay, For the first time, Yuri's eyes leave the floor and look up at me. Is it okay if we sit on the couch? Yes, that's fine. Ku, do you mind if I go clean myself up real quickly? Of course, Yuri. Just take your time. Thank you. With that, she turns around and darts upstairs. What did I get myself into? I take a seat on the couch and wait. Bzzz. As I'm looking around the room, my phone vibrates in my pocket. Huh? You can't run from me forever. Who the hell, Monica? I type out a response. Who is this? Bzzz. She doesn't deserve you. What the hell is going on? Who is this person and how do they have my number? Ku. I jump out of my seat from the unexpected sound of Yuri's voice. Yuri's now standing on the other side of the couch. I'm lucky she's not not some sort of assassin, because she could have easily snuck up behind me and snapped my neck. Who's to say she's not, okay? Is everything okay? Yeah, I was just waiting, that's all. She's now wearing a cotton sweater to hide her arms. You didn't wait long, did you? Not at all. Come sit down. I gesture for Yuri to sit beside me on my side of the couch. Are you sure? Well, how else are we supposed to read together, silly? Yuri takes a deep breath to calm her nerves. She then looks back at me. I suppose you're right. With that, Yuri slowly steps to the side of the couch next to me and stiffly sits down. Aww! Yuri takes the book from my hand and opens it to the page we stopped at previously. As we continue reading the book, we are following the main character as she is now forced to live the rest of her life in a small cell with no human contact. She's constantly haunted by visions of her dead husband, who is brutally hanged in front of her. She's also tormented by hallucinations of the guards laughing and mocking her. She's slowly starting to spiral into the dark pit of insanity. In her cell is only a bed, toilet, mirror, and a small window that peeks outside that is too high for her to see through. In her emotional breakdown, the woman breaks the mirror and shattered glass falls onto the ground. She stares at her reflection in the broken pieces. She picks up a long shard of glass, and then she presses the... Okay. In my panic, I jolt back and take my eyes off the book. I stare at Yuri, who fails to meet my gaze. How about you read something nicer? You know, something more comedy or like romance. You know, just a way to like brighten the mood. Just saying. I go back to the first day I read with her, when I told her that the main character reminded me of her. I feel like I'm about to throw up. Well, okay, now the character really reminds you of her. Just saying, okay, it's not wrong, I'm not wrong. Tears begin to fill Yuri's eyes. Do you know why I shared this book with you, Ku? Because I don't know how to properly communicate with people. I don't know how to speak my true feelings. I don't know how to show people who I really am. The only really thing I know is books. I had hoped that sharing this book with you, I could somehow show you a glimpse into my mind. But now I realize that was a tragic mistake, because now you see who I really am inside. Yuri. I don't know why she's like, I'm such a bad person. You're not a bad person, Yuri. Stop. I reach out to grab her hand, but she jerks away. Tell me why you're really here, Ku. What? You didn't come here because you wanted to read. You came here because you felt sorry for me. You thought I would hurt myself, or maybe even... No, because we care. You're right, Yuri. Huh? She looks up at me. I stare deeply into her lavender eyes, and they pierce back. I didn't come here originally to read with you. I came because I held back my tears, because I was worried about you, because I want to help you, Yuri, because what you're doing is dangerous, and I want to help you stop. But Ku, I can't. Don't you think I've tried? I know the dangers of it, but I can't stop myself no matter how much I want to. Why would now be any different? Once again, I reach for Yuri's hand, except this time she doesn't move away. Okay, guys, don't, like, just saying, you can stop if you really, really try and, you know, you get the proper help and stuff. I just wanted to let you know that so that, you know, I don't know. I felt like I should say that, okay? You know, you can help yourself with help from other people too. So, you know, as long as you're trying and stuff like that, you know, it's a good thing. Not this whole thing. Never mind. Okay. I'm bad at explaining. Once again, I reach for Yuri's hand, except this time she doesn't move away. I hold her hand gently wrapped in mine. Because this time, Yuri, you're not alone. I'm going to help you, and we're going to get through this together. Why help me? All I've done is bring you into my twisted world of pain. And every time you show affection, I push you away and tell you to leave. Yet, for some reason, you stay. Because, Yuri, I mean, that's what friends do. They stay by each other no matter how hard life gets. I don't have any friends, Ku. That's not true. Because now you have me, and I won't let anything or anyone hurt you from here on. Yuri looks down at her sleeve. I can see dark red stains forming in the cotton. She didn't clean her cuts. I reach down towards her sleeve. Her hand quickly latches onto mine. Ku, please, let me help you. She slowly exhales, then hesitantly releases her grip on my arm. I slowly roll up her sleeve. Now that I'm this close, I can really see the damage. This poor girl has completely mangled her arm. Lines up upon lines of cuts all in a row. Some new, some old. Some shallow, and some seriously deep. Do you have a first aid kit? Yuri nods and then stands up. Okay, in this situation, you gotta take her to the hospital. You can't just try to, as much as you want to, you can't do it yourself, okay? Like, you can clean them yourself, okay? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, she needs to get proper help along with you helping her, okay? That's what I'm saying. I wake up and check the time. 10:40. It's Saturday, so usually I can relax after such a stressful week. Unfortunately, that's not the case, considering that exams are occurring tomorrow. What? Oh, occurred yesterday. I was like, tomorrow? Wait, today's Saturday. What? With Natsuki's home situation and Sayuri avoiding me, not to mention those mysterious texts I got, and of course Yuri, and after I helped clean her cuts, it was getting late. I felt it would be best to go home as I feared Yuri might implode from anxiety. Before I left, however, I asked her if she would like to go out today. I told her about a fairly new cafe that opened in downtown, and she said she would like to go. I guess I should start getting ready then. After completing my daily routine and eating breakfast, I look at the clock. Okay, yeah, definitely, if it's that severe, you can't just ignore that it happened and go back to this. You gotta address it, okay? I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. I should probably start heading out now. I pull out my phone and send a text to Yuri. I'm glad I remembered to get her number before I left. I'm making my way over to your house now. Are you almost ready? Hopefully today will be a nice, easy day. I think Yuri deserves to have a normal day for once. I don't expect her to bring up her cutting, nor do I plan on bringing it up. I'm going to help her, but I have to wait for her to be ready to open up. Bzz. Yeah, I'm ready. Perfect. I grab my wallet and keys and then exit my house. I arrive at Yuri's house and ring the doorbell. Immediately, the door opens and Yuri steps out. Alright guys, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please leave a like. Also, if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button to become a ghost. And I will see you in the next video. I will see you next time. Felt weird to say that. Alright, anyway, peace.